All right, this is gonna be a good video because it's truly just things that, it's not gonna be so curated, which sometimes that's good, but that's not me, you know. I wanna just week to week show you what I'm into, new things, whatever. I don't have on lips today. I don't have lips today because I'm gonna actually demo some new Victoria Beckham Beauty in a second. Some lip products. I tried that viral red mask. Okay. You know the one. We'll talk about that. Y'all know I don't like to just bash things. Sometimes I'm not the end all be all. Just because I don't like something does not mean it's bad, okay? So that's why I'm not like a person that's like, oh my gosh, this is the bad list, this is good. No, but if something is really hyped up and I'm like, it is hyped up and there's other stuff that are better, that's better, then I'll talk about that. Okay, what am I here doing? Listen, we got a lot to talk about. I got some new clothes. I got some Abercrombie things. Okay, I invested in something real nice and I'm gonna share that. Let's just go, okay? The lips are gonna bug the crap out of me. And of course I'm gonna link to everything. I also wanna talk, look what I got. I got this little cute antique table. I want to do like an interior discussion and show you, see, I'm saying this is a lot, okay? Because this is real. I redid my bar cart over here and it looks real good. I did something that I've never done before. Okay, let's do this first because it's gonna drive me absolutely bananas. Okay, so lip liner that I like to use is this Anywhere Caffeine. It's either Matte Dervish, which is a little more pink, or this Anywhere Caffeine. I don't have a mirror. Just please hold, because this is disastrous. I need to just do the right thing. Let me go get a mirror. I didn't want to go upstairs. I just got what was in my bag. Okay, do your lip liner. This Anywhere Caffeine is real good. It lasts a long time. No, I started slow with the Victoria Beckham Beauty, and I think this week I'm going to order a few more things. A few of the eye things. The product that I wanted, they're out of... Okay, stop talking. Let me just do this. Okay. The lip liner. So I heard someone say the other day, don't go to the edge. Well, whatever, do what you want. But when I get to the edge, I fill it in, okay? That's the key. And maybe don't like touch, don't do that. I think people like hear a little tip and then they go nuts with it. And put a little further down here. Okay. See, I saw someone the other day doing lip liner and they were like, look at this. It was like this professional person and they took like 20 minutes doing the lip liner and I was like, I think there's something happening there. Like, it shouldn't take that long. Although this seems to be. Now, I'm a huge Victoria Beckham fan, okay? I was in 8th grade in 1998. Was that right? I just remember 7th grade really, 97 was when like me and my friends were so into the Spice Girls and you wanted, the baby fans or the Ginger Spice fans. I was always a Posh fan before it was cool to be a Posh fan. Now it's a very annoying statement, but it's true. So I just wanted my boring black, my dream, the little Gucci dress, and just ease, I didn't want all the costumes and the foolery. I just loved her. Thought her bob, so chic. Many a haircut decision was made based on Victoria Beckham. Remember when I had like the stacked blonde thing? Like post Spice Girls years? That was a lot. You guys have really kind of seen it all. Okay. Listen, my eyes, oh my gosh. It's like I turned 40 and I can't read anything. Okay, so I got Twist and Spice in the lip colors. Now, previously she was just selling her stuff on her website, which is fine. And I was so tempted to always order the Kajal eyeliners and I wanted one in in brown, because I've got the Colleen Rothschild black one that I love, but I really wanted the brown and they were out of that. So I think it's back in stock. I'm gonna get that this week. This is Spice. And then this is Twist. Now these colors, no. This is Twist and this is Spice, okay? Spice is a little more brown. Now, Spice, very brown, okay? I don't say very brown, but, now listen, I'm not a lipstick kind of gal. Where's my mirror? I really prefer a, like, just what I do every day, like a lip liner and or my Mary Rose, the Chanel Mary Rose that really stays on, or just a little bit of a lip balm or something. Lipsticks are goopy, I'm not a fan. I really like these because they're thin. They, you know, they go on very thin, almost like a serum. They're not too goopy. You know what I mean? They're just smooth and nice. You can see your lip texture through them. Do you know what I mean? Like, I do not, ooh, nothing worse than a goopy lipstick. And the problem too is that like anything goopy, okay? Think foundation, eyeshadow, anything if it was like goopy and wet, it's gonna wear off in a hot second. So I just never understood, lipstick is just an anomaly to me. But this feels good, comfortable, but it kind of stays put. So this is Spice. And the twist, I mean, it's just less brown than this one. I don't think you need both of these. I think if I were going to pick one, I would probably go for the Spice because I have less like really brown things. But the twist is real good too. Like if you just like a more like natural, really, really pretty together. So that's a really nice little combo and really great ingredients, very moisturizing. I do like the packaging. It's just very sleek and classic. And now I want to get into some of her eye things. So I might order some of those. But I don't really like all the super like colorful eyeshadow palettes and stuff. I just want to get like the brown Kajal eyeliner. That's just like really what I'm after. So that's that. Also, quickly, I want to mention this at the top before we get into the other beauty things. And then we'll get into the clothes and the home stuff. I'm just going to do this in order. Okay, let's do beauty first. I want to talk about this mask, but I do want to give you guys a heads up. My favorite hair care that gives you like incredible shine. My hair's never been healthier. You guys know I used the Oribe last year because I got those big leaders. And honestly, I like it, but the Colleen Rothschild stuff that I used years before that, and then now I've been using that again, it is night and day. I mean, just the shine that it gives your hair, it's just incredible. I feel like my hair's so much healthier with it. I posted a nighttime skincare routine, which I've kind of been doing most all Colleen lately. And they're doing a buy more, save more. So like say you wanted to get the shampoo or you wanted to get, you know, the shampoo conditioner and then like the styling cream, which I love, which I'll link to that below. Okay, I'll link to all of it that I use. Or if you wanted to use the thing from my nighttime routine, which I'll link to that little video below, which is a real cute little short clip. It's cute. It's like the more you buy, the more you save, right? So there's like different codes for each, like if you spend 100, if you spend 150, 200, whatever, there's like different codes. Okay, I'll put it all below. And then the products that I like. I really cannot wait to talk clothes with you guys and talk about these outfits. This mask, you know, okay, so it's this red mask. It's the Esserai, it's called the Earth Tones Australian Red Clay Mask. Now, this is the one that we've all been beat over the heads with on Instagram, okay? That's like, use this once, you never need makeup again. And then the guy that's like, I'm Kim Kardashian's makeup artist, I'm using this. And well, you've used it once and you're like, life-changing, nothing's gonna do that, okay? I'm shooting you straight, okay? No foolery here. There's no magic mask, skincare and hair, everything is, you know, or with your health, anything, it's about routines. So you're not gonna use something once and be like, like skincare, right? You can't use a nice you can't invest in a really nice moisturizer and use it once and say, wow, and then never use it again and be like, why doesn't my skin look good? You know, or like those lash serums. I'm always so shocked. People say, oh, what lash serum do you use? I'm like, the Revitalash. And like, mine doesn't look like that. And I'm like, well, I don't know, maybe it's different for everybody. And they're like, well, yeah, I used it like for a week. I didn't do anything. So I haven't used it in like a year. And I'm like, well, that's why, you know? So anywho, don't be fooled. But I was, you know, I love everything. I'm like equal opportunity. I'm gonna try everything, okay? And I'm not, this isn't a show, but this isn't a channel where like I bash things. But I do, if something's hyped, want to kind of give you guys the real. So you put this on, it's red. It feels very similar to the Colleen Rothschild detox mask, which this has like antimicrobial properties. It has some charcoal, some silver. When you put this on, I love the smell of that. I don't know why, I just always love it. I've used so many of these over the years. Maybe like once a week or once, if your skin is looking a little congested or got some breakouts going, it doesn't suck the life out of your skin. That will actually do the opposite. No harsh things, nothing that sucks the life out. Honestly, too much stuff is not great for this, okay? it feels soft. When you put it on, it doesn't feel like the desert. It feels like it's drying, but when you rinse it, your skin feels almost like you put on a serum. That's what this is too. But this has like a very, it has that smell of almost like a corn. I know that's not what's in it, but I'm just saying, you guys know sometimes you smell things and it smells like canola oil, or it has that oily scent. And so I kind of appreciate that, because I thought, okay, it's not gonna suck the life out of my skin, and it doesn't. But when you rinse it off, the red tones sort of stick around on your skin temporarily, and it gives you almost a faux appearance of smoother skin and more, not smoother, more even skin. And, you know, then it kind of dyes your skin temporarily, not in a bad way where you're like, well, my face is red. Maybe, I don't know, some people, maybe you've experienced that. I don't know. I saw someone that did it and their face was like, whoa. Afterwards, mine always rinses off. It's fine. And I can get all of it off. So that's not an issue. But it's not going to be like life-changing or transformative, but it is something, if you do want to add it in, that might be good for, I don't even know. I mean, there's ingredients in here that are like a typical clay mask, and it's fine, and it's gentle. Okay, that's what I like. But if I'm using a clay mask, I ain't using a clay mask if I have no congestion or if my skin's good. There's no reason. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll show you what else you can use. But if I'm having a problem, I'm going to use this because it has those like antimicrobial things that are actually doing something, okay? I'm not saying that's not, but I'm just saying there's no magic. It's just hype. If you do want something that's brightening, I'll keep going back and forth. This, okay, and I know I'm just gonna talk about a few masks. So grab that Colleen one if you're gonna get the hair care, if you're gonna grab anything, grab that mask. It'll be in, it'll be linked. It's just their charcoal mask. Okay, this is actually very brightening. This actually does something. It's a vitamin C mask. If you use it regularly, I'd say maybe 2 times a week. I like to use it in the morning. It's purple. It really does when I use it. During the day, I can tell that it has like kind of given me a brightened effect, and it feels really nice. If you need a hydrating mask, this is my favorite, the Blue Lagoon Mineral. This is a wonderful hydrating mask. I'll link to all these. And then this is the most recent one I purchased, the Clarins Cryo Flash Cream Mask. This is a tightening mask, okay? So we've hit all the corners there. It really is, I don't know what is in it. It feels like vapor. No, I'm kidding. It doesn't smell like that at all. But it sucks your face up. Cold, kind of like using an ice roller. So that's that, okay? But I just, sometimes these things are hyped, a lot of times. And I'm not saying it's a bad product. It's better than, okay. I'm not saying it's a bad product. I'm sure it's better than a lot of masks, certainly, but it's, I don't know, just, it's not this magic miracle thing. Okay, so let's talk about a few things. Okay, let's get into some clothes first, and then we'll get into like some trends with like home decor. I got a DM from someone that said I saved their lives with my floor rant from years ago when I said, hey, I didn't pick these floors, but I'm glad I had them because they weren't the trendiest things when we moved in. A couple years ago, I was getting people saying, Rainy, your floors, because everyone was doing like the whitewashed oak, and now that looks a little whitewashed when you see, like, sometimes things need, and if you have that, if you've got orange floors, cherry floors, whatever, you can make it work. But I'm just saying, stay away from trends. If you're building a house, picking a house, I think trendy is good when you like put things into a room, right? Like I want the overall vibe to feel fresh, but the shell is something you can't easily change, okay? Just because those gridded accent walls were big, I ain't doing that all over my house, okay? It ain't, we toured a house like, 7, 8 years ago. It was like gridded accent wall, gridded accent wall, gridded accent wall. Great, okay? And you can do things now to update those, but now it's like, okay, not that that's bad, but it is a trending thing. It was something that was trending. That's not classic. Now, these floors, this color, this kind of walnutty color is what you see a lot of times. Like think like if you see a home done by like a designer that was like a historic home, or like a Kelly Wearstler, or I don't know, I can name all these big designers that I follow. Typically the floors don't follow a trend. They're not putting the gray washed floors. They're not doing the sun bleached, the oak. They're not doing all of that all the time, like the light wash stuff. They're kind of sticking more like what's in sort of classic places, not too dark, not too light. This is Jacobian. I don't know what that brand is, but it's that basic. Just if you're gonna get floors on, you say Jacobian, they'll know what you're talking It's sort of just a warm, pretty, not too warm, not too cool. Now, when people were doing the black floors 10, 15 years ago, the gray floors 10 years ago, the whitewashed oak, you know, several years ago. Now, that's something that you really don't see in a lot of classic spaces. I'm not talking about homes that look Victorian and classic and really like, I'm talking like classic home that's decorated like mine or something, or like yours, or like however, something a little fresher. The anchors don't always need to be the trendiest things. I'd say go classic. This has never been something that's super trendy. It's just kind of a classic that sometimes trends. And you could say that about, oh, well, my gray floor. That's never been like, that's a very trendy thing, and that's fine. And if you have gray floors, you could add, you know, you could just lean into it, or you could add like some different warmer elements, put a lot of rugs down, I don't know. But that's why I always felt like in my house, I could get away with maybe less wood pieces, because you look and you look through there and it's like just these floors and this color, which really is a nice anchor. So I told you guys that years ago, and I said, it's not because it's what I have, because I didn't choose these, but also like, I just feel kind of like I was seeing that. And at the time, I know people were like, well, you need to change it, whatever. And because it wasn't trendy, right? Well, now, but it's not offensive when it's not trendy. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay, there's a difference. There's a huge difference. Which like certain colors don't fit into that category. Now, okay. This girl messaged me about a week or so ago, and she said, you know, when we bought our house a couple years ago, we had the same color floors as yours, and I wasn't loving it because everyone on Instagram, I was seeing the sun bleached. Oh, I guess we are talking about interiors right now before close. Sun bleached oak and all that, and the light, or whatever it's called, you know, light washed, and she was like, you know, that's what I wanted. And then we redid a lot in our home, whatever, and I decided to keep the floors. Like, I heard what you were saying, and I was like, no. And she's like, now I'm so glad, because I could not even imagine my house with those. And sometimes, like, look at a photo. Like, sometimes if everything is so light, it's just too much. Like, I love a lot of light furniture, white walls. I like it to look kind of classic. And oh my gosh, I got these antique Italian like crystal sconces that I'm gonna put somewhere. Like, I like a very like, want to be kind of like warm, but not even minimal, because I like stuff. I have collections everywhere, but like, I don't even know. I wouldn't even ever say it's a good idea to put a name to your style. But anyways, her point was, she was like, I see what you're saying. And I'm not saying, that's something that I didn't come up with. It's something that I heard a designer say. It's something that I'm kind of noticing. And now when you're looking at trends for 2025, this classic now is trending. People want to add in more furniture that's wood or more things. And it's like, if you got floors this color, you can get away with all your light furniture. You can get away with these like light color curved sofas and chairs, because you've got the anchor of that floor. You don't need the wood in the room because it's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's a good anchor. It doesn't really clash with other woods. Like, I've got a really light wood piece over there, and it doesn't clash. Yeah, I wasn't even gonna talk about that yet, but let's just do the clothes. I'll show you my bar cart. I'll show you my little antique table. And something else that I did in my dining room, I ordered some new lampshades for those. We'll talk about that in a second, but let's just get into the clothes. So this outfit, you guys, I have my shoes here. Let me put my shoes on. I love this. This top is fairly new. And y'all know, like, I really love those, my favorite crisp, like, white button down. I think they're the Citizens of Humanity. Those are a little more expensive, but it's the only one you need, you know? Those I have, I'll link below, but it's very long. I like those, like, with shorts and stuff, but this one is a good length. It's not gonna show your belly, but it's gonna show, you don't have to tuck it. It's flattering, you know, because it's not like, and I'm wearing it with my favorite wide-legged jeans that, again, I'll say, splurge on one nice pair. These are the only ones you ever see me wearing. And then I have the distressed pair of Abercrombie ones that I love. This, like, you guys, these are the best. And I can get away with wearing these with, like, sneakers or flats, and it's okay if they bunch up a little, but they're really great with, like, a pointed heel, and the outfit just looks really relaxed. And again, don't overthink your shoes with these jeans. Just throw on anything. Throw on, like I said, sneakers, flats, heels. But y'all, if you didn't get these, and I have them in black as well, they're like slightly pointed, so they're flattering with with your relaxed denim or wide leg denim, but they're not so pointed that it looks like you're gonna like cut someone, you know? And occasionally I'll splurge on something designery. I do love some logo things, but I think it's just a little too easy. I think it looks a little too cheesy. And so I don't do that all the time. I saw this one in person in the large version, which is a lot. This is the small version. Now you can sort of loosen it. See, it attaches in the back, and I think that looks super cool. I could make it a little tighter and then it would go like that. But if it's a little looser, it just hangs. So I could even do it more loose and it would hang further. But it says Chloe, and it's just kind of, now this is a belt that I found new, half off. They still have them. And I ordered something also from that website a while back, and I had the large one in my cart. And then when I saw the small one, I was like, I'm gonna pull the trigger. I'm just gonna do it. So with outfits, because I'm not always a belt person, I don't love always doing brown leather, black leather, brown leather, black. I don't love all that, but a lot of metal or like just cheesy. I really like this one. And as for this top as well, this is a little nicer, but it's something that is like a, let's say like a capsule, but I look at my wardrobe like that, like where I don't shop designer all the time. If I was like buying this stuff, everybody could be like, well, but every now and then I'll invest in a nice piece, you know, and a crisp button down, I just think is a good investment. It's not crazy, but it's a good shirt that you'll love. And I also found, and I have a white one from Amazon that I'll link to as well. That's kind of more cropped like this it might be slightly more, I don't know though. Now, these are the jeans from last week that, remember I was wearing the Loewe ones, and I linked to these. These are my favorite black, long, wide leg denim. And I linked to those too, a lot of you guys grabbed these, but they fit exactly like these, but they're black. So, I just wanted to show you guys those because when I was editing my video last week, I was like, I remember talking about those, and I was like, did I not ever show them? So I just linked to them, but I just wanted to show you guys those. All right, so I did grab a few things from Abercrombie. These are the best tanks ever. So I had the cropped version of these, and the cropped version would probably just hit like right about there. You know what I mean? But they have the tuckable ones, and I think that's just the way to go because you can tuck them. Okay, you can wear them out, whatever. But it's a scoop. Sometimes these tank tops are just too. It's great. Add some chunky jewelry. Put on like a white tank with this, right? Like a high neck, like basic tank. But a lot of times, like I'm wearing a tank under something it just looks too like. So, but it's the perfect scoop. They're not cheap feeling. They're not astronomically expensive. They're a very good price, I believe. So this is $25 on the tag, and I think they were maybe like half off or something. So these are really good. Those are just basic. Okay, so I grabbed those. And as I was looking, I saw a few things. Now, vests. So this is the vest, and I have it on a medium. What's cool about this, and with a lot of vests, is you buy them, and you want them to have this effect, right? Without buying a full-on, like, what's it called, a peplum. I'm not quite ready to go back there yet, but maybe, who knows? Okay. But then in your boobs, it pulls. Okay, so this fits really great. This is a medium, and then so you can get it fitted, or even if you have giant boobs and you need to go up a couple sizes, you can do that and then cinch it. So I think this came in like a khaki as well, and I found some vests I kind of like over the years. I haven't bought too many of them. A lot of them I've returned, but a lot of times it's like I don't love them enough to like really buy the other colors, but this is cool. I really, really love this one. Grab that, it's real good. And then I cut a few more things, but I keep knocking over everything. My, my Diet Coke sweatshirt, of which I love, okay, and they have two on the website, and one of them is not the same. It's not scratchy, but it doesn't have any fleece on the inside of it. It's not the buttery Abercrombie sweatshirt material. I will link to the one that you want that I have. I got the short sleeve version. I don't know why. I just really love that little motif. I think it's cute and fun, okay? Kind of cute and fun. And then because, you know, I love an Abercrombie sweatshirt, a lot of them are a little, now this is a little silly. Like, I don't really love a lot of like, you know, slow things that say cheeky things. It makes me uncomfortable. Like, I go out and I'm just like, this isn't really like my humor I'm putting out, you know, like this isn't me. But I thought this was cute. It says, let's go girls. Okay. But it's really soft. And I just thought at first I was drawn to it because I liked the font. Okay. Even if you didn't know what it was said. But I do like that. Okay. So that's really cute. So those are the clothing items. Now next week, okay, I got the I have one more thing to show. I got the cutest, oh gosh, this like blue, this spring dress that looks kind of very put together, really cute. And I'm just like, I can't, like, I can't start pushing spring yet. It's a little early. So next week we'll talk a little more about dresses, a few more things. I might just show, I'll show this really quick, but I'm not gonna try it on today. I'll show it next week, but this is really good. A really nice, like, long sleeve dress. It's just on my rack because I got it this week. And I just wanted this to be kind of informal. I'm just showing you guys a few things. But I'll show that maybe. It's not super springy, but if you're kind of wanting to tiptoe in, that's a good thing. So maybe I'll show that next week, but I might hold off on the super springy things for another couple weeks because it is just not time, okay? It's not time. So we talked about a few little trendy things and, you know, design things. I'm never going to be the person that has a new build house and is just perfect all the time or have all the latest stuff. There's things I want to change in my kitchen. There's things I'd love to change, decisions that I've made. But overall, I feel like if your house does tick all the boxes and meet all the trends, like there's someone that I thought that has a beautiful home, but you look at it and it's like it looks just like everything else. And I get you could say that about mine. You could say that about anybody's. It's fine. Nobody's like hand making original pieces. Okay, it all comes from somewhere and someone else has got it. But to put the things together in a way that you like, right? Like, I don't know, I never want everything to just look too out of a catalog or too all the same. And I've said this for years, I really love an antique. I love a find. I did put this back, and I put the red one that Livy did in our bedroom. It's really pretty. But I hung this art sideways, which I think is so much better. But I have my branches, which I'll link to those. Again, faux branches can be so nice, but you have to make them asymmetrical, like a real branch. Okay, these when they came, they were, you have to fluff them like a Christmas tree, but then like make them look imperfect. And with branches, a lot of times, if you're gonna do something faux, you might think, oh, the more the better. No, like I think a lot, like my cherry blossoms I have in my foyer, I have so many of those. I could thin them out a little, but those are a little different. So when I style those, I do them very imperfect to try to make them go a little to the side. I pull down pieces. It's not just like up. And it's not realistic either for someone just to, oh, I just only do, you know, I don't do faux. Okay, we get it. Like, no one's trying to fool you. Like, these are faux. But it's decor, okay? A lot of, like, what? Like, your stuff that was inspired by, you know, a certain furniture movement hundreds of years. What, is that real? No, it's it's faux, okay? So I'm just saying, don't knock a faux branch. Is that lamp on? Yeah, don't knock a faux branch. I did swap out my lampshades. I got these from Target. I have my black ones, and I just, I don't know, I was just feeling something a little different. But, okay, so I got those. And here's what. Over here, I always really kind of loved this little corner because it kind of gave like a, I mean, I put my Christmas tree over here sometimes. Years ago, I put my Christmas tree here. I think that's got a different plan in here for next year. I'm already like planning. My wheels are turning for Christmas. But I just thought this was so cute because, first of all, it reminds me of like, I don't know, it just reminds me of something from like a loved one's house when I was like younger or whatever. And I love antiques and I've got like a few little things here and there. But over the years, especially in this house, I did ditch a lot of my wood furniture because some of it was a little too orangey or some of it was a little, you know, it kind of, I don't know. And that was trendy at the time, you know, I think, but you look at these antiques and stuff, and the ones that are kind of toned in this color are more classic things that you can tell are classics that weren't really trending at the time. They were just classic pieces that people bought. Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas like something that's even considered an antique that someone bought like in the 60s or 70s, Could have been like in a very like orange tone or a too like blackened tone or a gray tone, things that we bought years ago. And that was trendy at the time. Even though it was old, it was something that was trending, okay? But I feel like this is, I'm just trying to say, not that I'm doing everything right, because obviously I'm not. There are a lot of things in my house I'd love to change, but I'm saying if you're just wanting to get the most bang for your buck and be happy with your house in the long run and not fall victim to like trends in large scales, like flooring or like a home exterior or something that you can't change, like, oh my gosh, the farmhouse, oh my God, we looked at this neighborhood. I always think about this, like 6-7 years ago, we were literally, a little longer, maybe 7-8 years ago, we were gonna move. And it was this neighborhood that looked like, honestly at the time, it looked like this, it was just those farmhouses. And now you ride by and all of them have been painted white. They've tried to add the black elements to them and it looks like a movie set. And I'm like, you know, but at the time I thought, dang, I wish our house looked more like that. And my point of saying that is just don't wish that you had something you didn't. If you're sitting there and you got gray floors or orange floors, dress them up with something. Put a nice like warm rug down, which I love this rug. I got it years ago. And at the time when I bought it, I was like, I don't know, like, is it warm? Okay. Add some warm things. And trends too are just an answer of what you had before. When we had all the gray things, people went warm and whitewashed, right? Now it's like been light and warm and very light washed floors. And everybody's like, we need some darkness, we need some depth. And now it's going back to something else. And so I'm just saying, this may not be the trendiest all the time. It might be trending now, but it's something I think is a safe bet if you are thinking about doing something, or if you have darker floors, just embrace them. But we were at the antique store the other day and I saw this, and it's one of those that like, it has a latch under it and this actually flips down. And I don't know why I'd ever do that, but I just thought this was cute. This little corner was always kind of empty. And I just thought it was really cute, and it makes me happy when I come in here, and it's really nice. Like, it's got a lot of cool details on the bottom of it, and I got it for a really good price. Something else, let's move around, you guys. And I said this before, like, I don't love a vibe of like, oh, this is obviously, you know, this type, or your style is warm minimalism or modern. No, I like to just mix it up. I like pieces from all over, and it kind of creates something cool. Like, my idea is like a cool, like nice, calm French apartment, but not, I don't know. There's like, again, there's stuff I want to change in our kitchen. So, I mean, you know, you're always like fully never satisfied, but oh, I stuck that in the kitchen to get out of the way. But I did some cute things to our bar cart. We have an actual like really big bar in the basement, so I never have like actual alcohol up here, and I had like a candy bar up here for a while and nobody was eating it. I was like, what? So I just displayed some stuff. I've got like a little match collection down there. I collect old ice buckets, like vintage ones. And that's my favorite one. I've got a bunch of them down in our bar. Just some of my crystal things, a few little things. I don't know, you guys. I just thought those were the prettiest. I just thought those bottles were kind of cute. I don't know. And then I have a few little pieces of art. My Target like specials here. I don't know. I might put one more there. These are those cool art lights. There's a remote. I just don't know where the remote is. Those are really nice. And when you want to recharge them, it's on, oh, I had it really dim. It's on a magnet. You just take it down. I also got something cool. I'm getting new lampshades. I'm going to do more like Empire style lampshades, kind of like those, but a little bigger. I don't know. And I've always really loved those lamps. But kind of, you know, in here I've got some of my crystal things. Got my grandma's tea set down there. A few little collections of things. And I got this ironstone tureen at, I need to put like the little ladle over to the side. I got that at the antique store as well. It's beautiful. If you're gonna get these tureens, like, I don't know, they're cool, but spend a little more and get the ironstone ones, because I find the ones that are just the basic ones that look like they came from like Ballard or Pottery Barn, which a lot of them do, even when you do find them in an antique store. It says like, it's like from Ballard. I'm like, okay. They look a little cheap. Get the ones that's ironstone. It's cool. And I like that it has dogwoods on it, because, you know, my poor dogwood tree, they got flattened out there. It's still mourning that tree. Yes, and I still have my Christmas little light. I still have my Christmas little sparklies up. I turn them on at night, and I just can't take them down, you guys. That bench is weird. I don't know where I'm gonna put it. It's just like so Jonathan, what is it? Not Jonathan, a Miles red bench from a long time ago. And I just never know where to put it. But you see kind of like the floors, they work, right? And this is just what I was saying. You'd think like, I feel like you're getting a lot of like my midsection in this video. You think like, what's wrong with those? Nothing. Like, what's wrong with the floors? Nothing. There was nothing wrong with them at the time. But people would like come to my channel and they'd see, and they'd be like, oh my gosh, but on Instagram, all I'm seeing is everybody with the white ones, or when the black floors were really in, or this or that. And I'm like, and at the time I was like, yeah, I do wish my floors were different. And now I'm like, I'm so happy. So yeah, trends are gonna come back around, but a lot of things that are super trendy at the time, if they're not classic, they're not gonna come back around for another like 20, 30 years. Like bell bottoms. They always have a 20-year resurgence. They're not a classic thing, they're a trendy thing. So that's kind of what happens there. But with home decor and stuff, it's just a little different because you can have these really obvious trends and then you look back and you're like, oh my gosh, like the kitchens that were very like Tuscan, and you guys know what I'm talking about, and or like everyone was painting their house like gold, or my foyer when we moved in here was brown and gold sponge paint, and our home literally looked like the Cheesecake Factory. You know, I don't know if that's such a classic thing that's gonna come. That's more of a thing, I don't think that's gonna come back for a long time. And so yeah, you don't want to be living with your stuff for that long unless you love it. And that's what I'm saying, like if you bought those gray floors or the sun-washed oak because you loved it, not because you saw it on Instagram, then you're gonna still love it and it's gonna be beautiful and your style is probably amazing. But if you're hating it, you bought it because of a trend. And I have so many things in my house like that. That's like, so sometimes so I'm not saying it's like, I make that mistake all the time. But with a big thing, floors scare the crap out of me, okay? It's such a, not permanent, but it's a commitment. Don't get so excited when you're picking out your floors and say like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna do the latest. Maybe think a little more clearly and say, I'm not gonna paint my house this like really trendy shade of putty. I'm not gonna, which that was a thing, the Revere pewter, the whole house, you know, now I'm like, God. Or like, I'm not gonna paint the whole house, you know, cream, you know, or like a camel color because that's what's in now, because it won't be in 5 years. It won't be in 10. Like, I'd rather have like, you know, something classic that you don't have to redo all the time, or that if you do have to redo, it's not going to be like such a big deal. And maybe like being okay with like, hey, I'm living with something that's a little more classic, you know, like, okay, white and molding and these, it's not like, wow, that's so out of style. But like in 5-10 years, it may not be what's trending, but I'm okay with it because I know it's like a classic thing, right? Okay. Yeah, so that's that. I am gonna let y'all go. Grab a few of these things. I just really do love this outfit. It's really easy. It's really just kind of chic and easy. It feels like it's very effortless, but the pieces kind of go together really nicely. And if you're a person like me that really loves to wear a lot of jeans, I would say invest in this belt. Maybe don't buy so many jeans. Maybe stop buying some jeans. Grab this belt and you'll love it, okay? And it's not like so in your face logo, but it's just very sad. I don't know, when you look at it, it's just kind of satisfying. Anyways, you guys, I hope that you're doing well. We'll be back next week for some more things. I'm really excited about the things we're gonna talk about next week. This week, if you want more home trends and stuff. And what kind of got me on that was we were preparing for next week for our podcast. I was like, yeah, I kind of want to touch on that because we're going to do it a little this week. And then we had so many other things to talk about. So a lot of you guys, a lot of new podcast listeners over there. This is something that I'm very confident, like you'll love it. Okay. It's real good. Me and Brad have such a good time over there, and you guys it's such a good community that we have over there. So check that out, you guys. I'll link to everything. Check out the Colleen Rothschild, the customer appreciation, buy more, save more sale, skincare and the hair care. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.